Hello. Along or just simply listen. Actually, you can't really follow along. We don't have subtitles like before. so, so I'll just lead a short chanting for you all. Allow the sounds to just help you relax, take it easy, and start to let go of what's going on today. Yo so bhagava arahang samma sambuddho. Yo so bhagava arahang samma sambuddho. Sawakato yena bhagavata dhammo. Supatipanno yasa bhagavato sāvaka saṅkho. Dhammayang bhagavantang sadhammang sasaṅkhang. Imehi sakarehi yatharahang. Aropitehi abhipujayama. Sadhu no bhante bhagava sucira parinibhuto api. Pachima chanata nugang pamanasa. Ime sakare dukkata panagara pute patikanhatu. Amhakang dhikaratang hitaya sukhaya. Arahang samma sambuddho bhagava. Buddhang bhagavantang abhiwademi. Sawakato bhagavata dhammo. Dhammang sami. Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho saṅghang namami. Han dhammyang buddhassa bhagavato pubbabhakanamakarang karo mase. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So now that we have finished our short evening chanting, way to help us start to release and relax, let us do some meditation. So as always, remember, there are only two steps: relaxation and awareness. So let us get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eye. Taking a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you relax, feel at ease. As we know, the first step is relaxation. And what's important is to allow yourself to relax. We meditate for inner peace, not Instagram. What I mean is, you don't have to look perfect. Instead, allow yourself to feel perfect. And this is true for both new and regular meditators. I myself had that problem before. Being the teaching monk, I feel like I should look the part. So it became quite an obstacle at one time. But now, after having other monks share their experience and give me advice, I start to let go and enjoy also. Not trying to look perfect, allowing myself to feel perfect, just like all of you. Because when it comes time to truly meditate, it doesn't matter how you look, because all the work is inside. because you can look perfect and have a very wandering mind. Or sometimes you might have a funny position, but you feel very comfortable and your mind is still. Just like watching kids meditate. They might move their body to and fro, sometimes round and round. And after we finish, you can ask the kids how they feel. And they feel so good, so comfortable. Because even though their body might be moving, their mind is able to slow down a lot easier than adults due to innocence, no responsibilities, no worries, no regrets. So whenever we meditate, allow yourself to feel like a child. That childlike innocence, not trying to make something happen, but instead having the opportunity for a new experience. Allow yourself to be like a kindergartner. How excited we are to go to class, meet our friends, learn something new. As when we meditate, even if it feels very similar, there is almost always a slight difference. Something we learn, something deeper for ourselves. Whether it be how we should adjust, what object or mantra works for us, to even noticing what position feels best. So take your time, relax your body, relax your mind. That is the main thing we are doing. And how we do it is to let your mind take a break, resting on just one thing. Simple and easy. I recommend the full moon because it's bright and shining, but not blinding. It's calming and cooling. But your meditation object can be anything at all. Whatever feels easy and comfortable. Remember that we are practicing. We are not masters. Don't add that extra expectation upon yourself. Right now, we're enjoying time to relax together. Our mini vacation. And just like a real vacation, you don't have to do anything. But better than a real vacation is you don't even need a plan. You don't need a budget. It's just time to truly release and relax. Enjoy this moment together. And even in those times of calm and peace, your mind may still begin to wander. And it's okay. It's the nature of the mind. It loves to think. So what I recommend is to use a mantra. A mantra is a word, a phrase, or a sound. Something that helps you feel calm and peaceful, or at least relieved. The mantra we like to use: San Mo Arhang San Mo Arhang San Mo Arhang. You can repeat this mantra in your mind as many times as you'd like, or use your own mantra, word or phrase. For example, relax, relájate, sabay, clear and bright. Use your mantra and your meditation object as your tools to help calm and soothe your mind, and to bring your mind back to your center, back to your object. San Mo Arhang San Mo Arhang. San Mo Arhang. And now let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Remember, we are balancing relaxation and awareness. As we practice, sometimes the balance is a little off, so we make those adjustments. If you have too much awareness, you might start to feel discomfort or even pain in your forehead. This comes from trying too hard, trying too hard to see your object, trying too hard to attain inner peace. If you realize you're doing this, relax. Bring back relaxation. Adjust your body, adjust your mind. Because we need a balance of both relaxation and awareness. At the same time, if you have too much relaxation, you might find yourself feeling drowsy or sleepy. Or maybe you're already asleep. So when you're aware, add more awareness. To add awareness, we tend to use our meditation object, a way to help us focus again, or even doing the body scan. To add relaxation, we tend to use the mantra. But both tools are very good at doing both. The important thing is adding what is missing, helping you get closer and closer to your own perfect balance. This adjustment is what we call resetting and restarting. Resetting and restarting is probably one of the best advice I've ever been given about meditation. And I've actually heard it since the beginning. But I always had that misunderstanding, thinking that you can only reset and restart once. When in truth, you can do it as many times as you need. Resetting is like helping yourself get back to your balance. Restarting is like truly starting over. Both are very good at helping us stay on our path instead of stray off and unintentionally create a bad meditation habit. For example, if you tend to fall asleep when you meditate, even after you've had plenty of rest, and you still fall asleep. This is a bad habit. We need to bring back some awareness so we can have the balance. Or if you practice and you always feel tense, uncomfortable, even if it's a tense, uncomfortable feeling that you get used to, it's still a bad habit. The balance is what is needed. Not to force, not to push. Relaxed and comfortable, yet also focused and powerful. And the way to do it is to do it correctly. Not to force, not to push. Relax your body, relax your mind, and allow everything to fall into place the way it's supposed to. Som Mo Arhang Som Mo Arhang Som Mo Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room. And let this light spread far and wide, filling the city and the surrounding cities, filling the state and the surrounding states, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world, and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our coworkers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sabbe Buddha Parapata Pace Gananjayang Palang Arahanta Nanjate Jenarakampantami Sapaso Sapaputanupavena Sapatammanupavena Sapasanghanupavena Satta Soti Bhagwan Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes, Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How are you feeling?
Very good.
All right. You know, at the end of meditation is a very important time. It's what we call considering, or I like to call checking. It's a way to check and see how we feel right now compared to when we first walked in. And then as we practice more often, more regularly, comparing sessions. Comparing sessions is always okay when you're done. Okay, never do it during meditation, or else it becomes an expectation. And you're like, why isn't it like last time? Why isn't it like last time? And you don't get to experience the entire thing. Because that expectation really does start to hold us back. It really is an invisible wall. And from my own experience, it's like really tripping over that wire over and over again. It's our expectation when you're a first meditator, it's like the Amazon box in front of your house. Everyone can see it. But as you practice more and more, it's more like a tripwire. You hit the floor and you're like, oh, I made a mistake. You don't even realize it. So this is why it's good to take a step back, see what is it that happened today? What worked? What didn't work? This way we can continue to improve and help ourselves go in deeper, easier, and keep that peace with us longer. So, any questions today or experiences that you may want to talk about? Nothing comes to mind? Sabai, sabai. As that does happen pretty regularly. Oh, I thought you were gonna open your mouth. So, oh yes.
When I meditate, sometimes I get into a state where, and it's not all the time, but it's for like periods during when I meditate, when you don't feel like you feel your body. I imagine that's a good thing, right?
Yes, it's when you finally let go, or at least you're starting to let go. Let's say it like that, because you're.
Right, it doesn't last.
Hmm. And that's how it starts. A lot of the meditation experiences they happen very quick. It's more like gone. That's like the best way for me to explain it for you, because you really do feel that way. It's just what? Oh, like you're about to say wow, and before wow comes out, it's already gone. You're like, oh. The reason is because when your mind finally goes stops, it's usually a split second. And then when you feel it, it's just a rush of, wow, this is why people met. Oh, it's already over. And the reason is because you went, wow, it's no longer neutral. So that's why the first times you feel it, you're gonna go, gone. Okay, it's all right. Start over, and then you'll feel it a little bit again later. It's okay. It's a very normal thing. Whether your body disappears, which at first seems kind of weird. Where'd my body go? And then that doubt, that scares, like, and then it's back. Oh, and then suddenly pain. Oh no, just kidding. That's a very normal thing that does happen. It's that as your mind gets so calm, it lets go. That's why we don't feel the body anymore. That's why we start with relaxation. So that first, while we're feeling our body, we can feel comfortable. When your mind's very calm, it lets go. You no longer feel the body. That's why many meditators sit still. Not because they're trying to sit still. That's tensing up and you're going to be uncomfortable. No good. But when you're comfortable, and then you just keep going. Like when you go to sleep. No one lays down and goes, gotta stay still, gotta stay still, gotta stay still. You're not gonna go to sleep, right? But you just lay back, relax, and then just drift to sleep. Very similar to meditation. Only difference is you're not letting go of your consciousness. You're just letting go of trying to feel the body, letting go of all the stuff that we hold on to. So yes, it's a very common experience. Very good. Yeah. Any other questions or wonders? Ah, The mantra I was reciting, Samma Arahang, it comes from Longpo, whose picture is not in here again. All right. I used to go, he's not there back in the day. So Longpo is our great master. He was alive during World War II. He's the rediscoverer of this technique. And Samma means right way or going towards something good. Arahang is short for Arahant, a person free of defilements. In other words, enlightened. So you can say it's on the path toward enlightenment. This is the long and long version. And so he told us to use this as a way of helping us relax, feel like, yes, we're going toward that. We're going toward that light. We're going toward that peace. So he said it like that. And I say it a little bit different than other monks. Most people just say it's Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. For me, I envision a bell, a really big one. Like think of a church bell, bung, or a gong, I guess. That is pretty much the sound that comes in my mind when I say it. So that's why Samma Arahang, and that's how I do it.
It's very
And
soothing when you say it.
oh, yeah, and I say I'm able to make the sound thanks to training before a monk. I used to sing, so that helps with that vibration. But overall, whenever we use these things, our tools, the mantra, the meditation object, they are your personal tools. Use them the way that works for you. So let's say, like I said, the moon. Maybe you visualize the moon, you're like, okay, it's this small. Or maybe you want it this big, or you want it to fill the room. Totally up to you. It's always allowing you to feel comfortable with it. You don't have to feel, oh, it's supposed to be this way, it's supposed to be that way. Even Buddhists that like to think of the Buddha, when you're meditating, you might see it angled. And you're like, why is it angled? One of my monk instructors, they told me, remember that whatever we see is not going to be perfect because it's like your mind is starting to calm. Even when you're trying to visualize and you're saying, oh, I like this image, and I start to see it kind of like a silhouette, kind of blurry, right? But even that, it starts to shift depending on how our mind is at that time. The clarity, the calmness, the stillness of our mind. Sometimes very clear, sometimes not there at all. And it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a way to help our mind stay with something instead of go from here to there to there to there, all over the place.
And our meditation object, it should still be in our center, right?
You don't need to force it there. If it feels comfortable,
If it is there.
yes, very good. And keep it there. So, like we said, the center is here. It's in our abdomen. It's a place that we know it will eventually go naturally. So if you see it here, you don't have to go, get back in here. You don't have to do that. Uh, it's actually very cute. Some young novices, so children monks, they would meditating, and they're like, I see it over here. I can't see it right. And this, I don't remember who told me this. They saw the two novices doing this, and he said, "Okay, put it on your head." Okay, he imagined it on his head, and the other novice got like a little like a folder and went boom on his head, and he's like, and the kid meditating, he's like, oh, "It's there. It's in the right place now." So you see the innocence of children is able to do that also. Don't feel that it has to be anywhere. Just allow it to be where it is. When your mind's at ease, it will naturally go. And many times, you might feel like it's here, but see it here. So go with the flow. Whatever you feel, you're doing okay. Okay. Any other questions or wonders? Yes. There are no weird questions. Believe me, I've had a lot of questions. There are no weird questions.
So it's better to meditate when you are hungry or when you are
Oh, actually, that's a good one. I would say somewhere in between. Because if you're too hungry, you just go, that happens to me a lot. Yeah. But at the same time, if you're too full, I'm gonna fall asleep. So that's why if you're somewhere in between is actually the best spot. Like, back when I was a morning person, my best time to meditate was between 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's right there after breakfast, but enough to feel okay. You're not so hungry that you need to eat. You feel comfortable. That was for me. Nowadays, my favorite time to meditate is 10 p.m. to midnight. Thanks to late night, that's my time now. So adjust to what feels right to you. And so in between, so not so hungry that your stomach is growling, and not full to the point you know your digestion takes over everything. But yes, that was a good question. See, there's no weird questions, no bad questions. Yeah. Very good question. Okay.
Well, Clint, do you do the online meditation every night at 10 o'clock
Almost every night, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
on MindJet? Right? We talked
Uh,
about this last.
oh, not Mind Gym, but Mind Gym is an app that you can listen to the recordings, or the ones that I made short recordings. But the one that I do on is on YouTube, Facebook, and Zoom. I'm like, yeah, how did I forget the first one? Yeah, because the good thing is on Zoom, the same Zoom room that we use for full moon. So if you guys, if you like to join full moon, same room. I use it 4 times a week while they use it once a month. So many times, 2 months ago, they're all calling, Clint, Clint, help us. What happened? We can't log in. So I'm the primate, so I had to help them log in and give them the ability.
So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, if we
Yes.
just clicked on that link that Pat circulates for the full moon meditation,
Yes.
we would see you?
You would see me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's good.
So
From 10.
yes, so it's 10 to 11. Yes. Well, officially it's 10 to 11. I always join half an hour early to prepare and set everything up. So that's why we can hang out and chat. And then we had the official class from 10 to 11. And then after I say goodnight, everyone, I stay on for people to chat for more. So if you're a night person, it's the perfect time to come hang out. Otherwise, Saturdays, which is right after this class, actually, I do it at 5 o'clock, but not while I'm here, because while I'm here, I want to make sure I'm here for all of you. So if you come on Saturdays, we can hang out and chat after. Also, I am making myself available. Yes,
Now, wherever you go, you're going to Kansas, you said after you?
yes. After here, I go to Kansas.
Will you still do the live meditations there for us to watch?
Oh, yes, I'll also be doing the live meditations. The good thing is, in the next 2 centers I'm going to, the Saturday class that they have is the same time I do the online class. So it'll be a hybrid class. I'll be doing it online as well as in person for those 2 centers. As because why I'm going to Kansas is because they follow me on online already, and then so I've been teaching their classes without it being annoying. So I've been, so they all know me and I have no idea who they are. So that's always fun. And then for Texas, same thing. I've been doing it online for them, as well as Boston, but I couldn't go this time. So yeah, in general, uh, I want to try to make the online classes a hybrid thing, so that we can all join together and meditate from all over the country, all over the world. Make it like full moon, but every week, but little by little. But at least we'll have late night. No matter where I am, it'll be the same time. So people ask me, when you move to a different state, are you going to change the time? No, that's why I said that Pacific it's 7. I kept it on that like that on purpose. That way, whenever I'm traveling, the time's the same because it's our time to meditate together. And of course, usually I also stream it on our Facebook here in New Jersey. We're still working on trying to reclaim it. We had a little bit of a technical problem, so that's why the last video is me earlier this year. And yeah, there's a lot of silly people in the world that just have nothing else better to do. So
Somebody
yeah,
hacked into the account?
yeah, that's pretty much what happened. They hacked in and then they made it so that no one else can get in. We're like, it's it happens. Yeah,
You will be long. I mean, like, what did someone get out of that?
like I said, you see, exactly. Yeah, yeah,
The worst.
yeah. It's like I said, they just don't have anything to do.
We take about a few weeks, so another week that we've been working on it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just like on Zoom. Every once in a while, I get some silly kids jump in and play around, and I don't take it as a bad thing because I look at it as, oh well, I must be doing something right because they see it and they have to come and mess with me. But the thing is, I'm a high tech monk, so you're out. You're out. Simple as that. So yeah, I've had a lot of I have to say, thanks to doing it so consistently, I've been practicing a lot with how to use the technology as well as how to deal with silly people. But at the same time, sometimes those silly people end up being followers. I've had at least one person who came in at first trying to mess with me, and then they started to come more consistently, but didn't do anything. So this is my rule. If they mess around, a video doing something silly, not too bad yet. But if they try to make any noise, or they start typing in the chat something not so great, you're gone, and they'll just throw you out. And what happened was at first, he got thrown out the first time. The second time, I'm like, oh, he's back. Okay, whatever. But he didn't do anything. Instead, he just stayed to the end of the class. Oh. Then later, he started following me on YouTube and even commented, oh, great session. I'm like, thank you. So you never know. All we can do is like an old saying I love to use for myself. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And while I know this is very beneficial, but you can't force anyone. But when it's just right, the horse will take the drink. And then you're there. You're the river to help them. We're not there to drown them, okay? So be nice. All right. Any other last minute questions? Well, for now, we'll officially end. That way, those online can uh, go on and do other things. But for those here, we can continue and hang out some more if you'd like. So, before you go, I'd like to give you all a blessing. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light in times of darkness and in times of need. When you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime.
Sadhu. Please bow to Venerable Klint. Bow. Bow. Bow.
And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone keep smiling. Let's brighten up the world together. So thank you again, everyone. I'll be here till February 7th. So still a couple more, kind of a week and a half left. So I'll do what I can to be here with you guys, and then I'll be off to Kansas. But of course, I'll always be sending good energy to you all as we can meditate together online.
Next Saturday.